It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias. Let's talk some boxing, man. Wanted to discuss Efe Ajagba and his performance over the weekend against Joe Goodall because let's tell the truth. Let's be real about what's going on with Efe Ajagba. Quiet is kept. I know people are talking about Fury and Usyk and Hrgovic and Jared Anderson and them kind of guys, but quiet is kept. This has been a breakout year for Efe Ajagba, the former Nigerian Olympian. He beat Stephen Shaw with a very disciplined performance early in the year. He was beating up Jean Kozabuski before Kozabuski got possessed by the spirit of Andrew Galata and started hitting him in his family jewels. And now, in this weekend's fight against the tough Australian Joe Goodall, who was fresh off of his upset victory over Stephen Shaw, he dispatched him easily, quickly, and swiftly. And you're seeing Efe Ajagba, who at his size, is maturing into a great heavyweight, a really solid. I don't know about great, but a really solid heavyweight, a guy that I feel is worth paying attention to. Because I'll be honest, he wasn't a guy that I wasn't the highest on. I remember being in the crowd in New York City, live, in the flesh, when he fought Eric Molina. And when he fought Eric Molina, I remember that, I wasn't too impressed. But again, heavyweights generally tend to develop later. And that's what's happening with Efe. And when you look at the landscape of the heavyweight division as we head into 2024, he's ranked number 7 in the WBC. He's ranked number, I think 13 in the IBF. So he's a guy who's a credible, heavyweight in the sport. And, he's still young. He's been around for so long. It feels like he's older than he actually is, but he's 29 years old. Efe's still just 29 years old, and he's developing nicely. And I know there's been a lot of talk about who he could fight next. I mean, I know he has that one blemish on his record where he lost to Frank Sanchez. And obviously, if they could work out a rematch and he gets the opportunity to rematch Frank Sanchez, then I would like to see that, because I'm all for fighters avenging their losses, like the same way at featherweight. I want to see Angelo Leo eventually get his chance to avenge the Fulton loss at featherweight, because I know he's better than he showed in that first fight with Fulton. But nonetheless, there's some real good fights out there for Ajagba. I mean, apart from Anthony Joshua, the fight I really wanted to discuss, right? Because I can see here and I can say, Efe Ajagba fight Wilder and Efe Ajagba fight Joshua, but let's be real. Wilder is not going to fight no Efe Ajagba because the money won't be enough, and he's 38 and he's looking to cash out. And the same can be said for Joshua. He's looking to cash out. So they'll probably look to fight each other, and if they do fight anybody else, they're not going to fight Efe Ajagba because Ajagba's 29. He's maturing. He can punch really hard. He's got Olympic pedigree. He's someone to take very seriously in this division, right? So when you look at 2024, what is the fight for Efe Ajagba? And I'm gonna tell you guys what the fight is. Don't even mention all the fight, because if there's one fight that could be made that makes all the sense in the world, the fight to be made for Efe Ajagba moving forward is him versus Arslanbek Makhmudov. Yes, that's the fight we need, because when you look at Makhmudov, he's a guy that when Top Rank signed him, and even years ago when he turned pro, he had some fanfare, he had a lot of hype, and a lot of people were and are still expecting big things from him. And when you look at the rankings, he's ranked number 3 in WBC. Ajagba's ranked 7th, and I don't think Joshua or Wilder is going to fight Makhmudov either. So they're both, you could classify Ajagba and Makhmudov as high risk, low reward type of guys. None of the big names are going to fight them, so it makes all the sense in the world for them to fight each other and build their value in that way, right? I think they're both at a similar stage of their career. I think they're both similar in skill level. I think Makhmudov, though, to be honest, Makhmudov, ever since the Carlos Takam fight, he's been matched very carefully. Like, since the Takam fight, he fought Rafael Acapajore, who's from down here, who I like. He's a friend of the channel. But, Rafael hadn't really, late starter in boxing, didn't have the best resume. It was a fight that he was supposed to dominate Acapajore, and he did, right? So there was that fight. He had this recent fight with whoever he fought on the Tyson Fury Ngannou undercard. And believe it or not, quiet is kept. Makhmudov has matchmaking sense. The Takam fight has been so soft that Eye of the Tiger management, I know from talking to Ahmed El-Biali, the light heavyweight, that apparently Eye of the Tiger management reached out to him to try to make a fight at heavyweight, which is kind of crazy. So, you know, I think it's time for his handlers, his people, the fine folks there to step him up. And what better way to step Makhmudov up than with a guy like Efe Ajagba? You know, they both can punch. They both have their fair share of vulnerabilities. And it's time to find out. It's time to take the training wheels off some of these guys and see who's who in the heavyweight division come 2024. The heavyweight division is not in a great state right now. As we know, Tyson Fury recently had a hard time with Ngannou. I thought he lost. And the division just doesn't look great to most people right now. And it hasn't been, because we failed to get these unification fights. We failed to get an undisputed champion. But Efe Ajagba, I think, has done his part this year by beating guys like Stephen Shaw and Jean Kozabuski and now Joe Goodall. He's done his part to you know, in the honest way, push his way up the rankings. And, you know, they're both top-ranked heavyweights. Makhmudov's top-ranked. Ajagba's top-ranked. They both can punch. It makes all the sense in the world. So I don't, listen, truthfully told, when it comes to the subject of Makhmudov and Ajagba, I don't want to hear about I don't want to hear about no other fights. I don't want to hear about nothing besides them fighting each other, because there's no other fight in the weight class that makes more sense. Now, there's other options. Efe could fight Martin Bakoli or something like that, but this is the easiest fight to make. So top rank, don't mess it up. Ajagba, Makhmudov, that is the fight for 2024 for both those men. And whoever wins that one could build on towards bigger and better things in the heavyweight division. And listen, I'm sure it'll be a great fight. I'm sure the loser will still build some value as well. So there really won't be any losers in that fight, just so long as they both go on there and put on a good fight for the fans. So let me know what you guys think. That's my little take on Efe Ajagba. I know I didn't talk a lot about the Joe Goodall fight because there wasn't a whole lot to talk about with Joe Goodall. Efe blasted him out of there in 4 rounds, and you know, I respect Joe Goodall. He's a good heavyweight, but Efe showed that there's levels, and he showed that he was a level above Joe Goodall. So shout out to him. He's really come a long way in his pro career. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Ajagba versus Makhmudov? What do you think about Efe's performance against Joe Goodall over the weekend? And yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.